Alright, let's go ahead and spin up few containers using the CLI. To do that, I'm going to launch the Cloud Shell by clicking on this button here. You can move it up a little bit to make enough space for yourself there. Okay, so looks like it is ready. Clear up the screen, and now you can use the AZ commands. Say AZ container, and then you want to create, and the name of the container is, let's say, ecom app. Okay, there's a typo, ecom app. All right, and then the image that hosts my web application, let's say in this case, or just for an example, I'm going to use Microsoft/ACI-world. All right, so it's going to pick up that image and create my web application called as ecom app. I also want to make sure that it has a public IP, so I will say --IP-address. Okay, and it must have a public because I want to access it. Otherwise, the other options are private and none. Now, you may also want to add a resource group to this. So you'll type -G and type your resource group. I've got a resource group called as sales, so I'll type that and hit enter. You'll see how quickly a container instance will be created for you. So looks like ACI-world is incorrect. So what I got to do is correct it. So instead of ACI-world, it is ACI-hello world. Hit enter. It started running. There you go, it is ready. So it has created a container instance with the name ecom app. The OS type is Linux. It's in the resource group called as sales, and several other parameters of the container instance are available here. So let's go ahead and see if we can actually access it. So I'm going to take this public IP and right click and say go to the IP address. There you go. Our container instances are created and now they are ready to be accessed. Let's go back to the container instance page here, and I'm going to show you a few commands. So if you would like to list down all the container instances that you have in your resource group, let's say, so the command here is az container and then list. So instead of create, you're using list here, and then you want to list in the resource group called as sales, right? And if I hit enter now, it's going to show all the container instances that I have in my sales resource group. So one container instance is web apps, and if I scroll up slowly, I would also see my second container instance called ecom app. So these are the two container instances I have here. But then this is all gibberish. It shows all the properties of the application in a JSON format. But if you'd like to see it in a tabular format, you can use the same command but add the following syntax called -O, which stands for -output in a table format. Hit enter, and it's then going to show in a nice tabular format. All right, you can then go ahead and pick up these IP addresses, so go to the page, etc. So you can play around that. So it's a much better way to represent the container instances you have. But you may be thinking, how do I customize this web page? How do I put my own content here instead of using the inbuilt ACI Hello World? Can I have my own images in the Azure Container Repository or somewhere in GitHub or in Docker Hub and then help me customize this web page? Can I go ahead and do that? Well, absolutely yes. So in the next lesson, let's go ahead and learn how you can customize this web page. How can you use your own custom images instead of inbuilt images and use the images in the Azure repository.